African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 13th of December, 2024. From December 7th to 13th, the armed forces of the Russian Federation carried out 15 group strikes with high-precision weapons and strike unmanned aerial vehicles on energy facilities that ensure the operation of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine, the infrastructure of military airfields, assembly and storage sites for unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as arsenals, ammunition depots, deployment sites of the armed forces of Ukraine and foreign mercenaries. All goals of the strikes were achieved. Over the course of a week, 87 Ukrainian military personnel surrendered on the contact line. Over the course of the week, units of the North Group of Forces continued to destroy Ukrainian armed forces formations in the Kursk region. As a result of active offensive operations, the settlements of Plakovo, Derino, and Novoivanovka in the Kursk region were liberated. Airstrikes, unmanned aerial vehicles, and artillery fire damaged the manpower and equipment of 2 tank, 6 mechanized, 2 airborne assault brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, a Marine brigade, and 4 territorial defense brigades. In the Kharkov direction, units of the motorized infantry, 2 airborne assault brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine, a territorial defense brigade, and a border detachment of the Border Service of Ukraine were defeated. Over the course of a week, in the area of responsibility of the North Group of Forces, the enemy's losses amounted to 2,230 servicemen, 7 tanks, 33 combat armored vehicles, including 4 U.S.-made Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, 34 vehicles, and 22 field artillery guns. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their position along the front line, defeated the manpower and equipment of 6 mechanized, airborne brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, a Marine brigade, 2 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade. 71 counterattacks of assault groups of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled. The enemy lost more than 3,350 servicemen, 5 tanks, 6 armored combat vehicles, 23 vehicles, and 48 field artillery pieces, including 8 155mm howitzers produced by NATO countries. Units of the Southern Group of Forces took a more advantageous tactical position, defeated the formations of 5 mechanized, motorized infantry, mountain assault, 2 airmobile, airborne assault brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, a Marine brigade, and a territorial defense brigade. They repelled 9 counterattacks of the Armed Forces of Ukraine units. The enemy's losses amounted to over 1,830 servicemen, 10 combat armored vehicles, 11 cars, 10 field artillery guns, including 3 Western production. Units of the Center Group of Forces continued to advance into the depths of the enemy's defenses, and as a result of decisive actions, they liberated the settlements of Zelto, Berezki, and Zaria of the Donetsk People's Republic. Defeated units of 5 mechanized, motorized infantry, 2 infantry brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, a Marine brigade, a Special Forces brigade, 3 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade. Repulsed 64 enemy counterattacks. Over the course of a week, the losses of Ukrainian armed forces in this area amounted to over 3,340 servicemen, 2 tanks, 15 armored combat vehicles, including a Bradley infantry fighting vehicle and 5 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, 20 vehicles, and 38 field artillery pieces. Units of the East Military Group, as a result of active actions, liberated the settlement of Blagovatnoye in the Donetsk People's Republic. The formations of 2 mechanized, mountain assault brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces and 6 territorial defense brigades were defeated. 20 counterattacks of assault groups were repelled. The enemy lost up to 1,050 servicemen, 9 armored combat vehicles, including 3 Max Pro and 2 U.S.-made HMMWVs, 12 vehicles, and 22 field artillery pieces, including 3 155mm self-propelled artillery units. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of 2 mechanized brigades, an infantry brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 4 territorial defense brigades, and a National Guard brigade. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 290 servicemen, 3 armored combat vehicles, 32 cars, and 8 field artillery pieces. 3 launchers of the AUC3I multiple launch rocket system were destroyed. Air defense systems shot down 21 U.S.-made Mars multiple launch rockets and 12 Czech-made Vampires, as well as 279 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. 8 unmanned boats were destroyed by naval aviation and boats protecting the water area of the Black Sea Fleet. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 649 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 37,633 unmanned aerial vehicles, 586 anti-aircraft missile systems, 19,775 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,500 multiple launch rocket systems, 19,549 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 29,190 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.